You were born to be a hero. So, what does it take to be a hero? Well, you have to face the challenges of life, find solutions, and be transformed by the experience. Life's challenges activate your purpose, and the natural outcome of solving problems is transformation. But where can you find the answers for your marriage? The solutions are usually simple, but not always easy or obvious. Hello, I'm Dr. Debi. I love the movies. Stories written or told aloud, they're all about transformation. Consider the hero of any great story, on the big screen or in the Bible. Fictional heroes like Luke Skywalker and the Karate Kid, or real ones like Abraham, Jacob, Moses, Gideon, and Saul. The story of each man's transformation follows a familiar pattern. In the beginning of every story, the hero wants something he doesn't have. In your case, you want to be the leader of your family, to be honored and loved by your wife. It's a God-given desire. But when it comes to understanding your wife, you're unsure of yourself. You're not sure what to do, and you're in desperate need of help in this uncharted territory where you don't know the language. You feel incapable, and you're filled with self-doubt. You're not sure if this is a job that's even possible, especially since your wife is not a willing partner. The next thing that happens in the story, you encounter the guide. The guide knows how to conquer the dragons you're facing. She knows the territory and gives you the map. She knows the language and acts as the translator. The guide is empathic and gives you a way out of this painful mess. In so doing, the guide empowers you to become the hero you're born to be. At the end of the story, the hero has been transformed. This time, you're going to be the hero. The hero is capable, confident, transformed, and passionate. He's applied what he learned from the guide. He freely passes his own wisdom now on to other men and boys. Yes, you were born to be the hero in your story, and I'm here to serve as the guide for your relationship with your wife. But you might be stuck in a supporting role in your own marriage. You might be playing the part of the victim, the villain, or both. How can that be? Well, one psychological theory suggests that you have three options when it comes to dealing with life. You can move away from the challenge, you can move against the challenge, or you can move toward the challenge. Although a healthy man does all three at different times and in different circumstances, you can get stuck in one predominant pattern. For our purposes here, think of the roles this way. A victim avoids. He blames his wife and moves away from her. A villain attacks. He criticizes his wife and moves against her. A hero approaches. He values his wife and moves toward her. So let's talk about those options. Option 1, being the victim. If you are in the victim role in your marriage, you blame your wife for your marital problems. Your primary way of coping with anxiety, whether it's yours or hers, is to avoid interpersonal interactions as much as possible. Although you know something needs to change, as a victim, you believe you're powerless to do anything. You avoid confrontation. You avoid emotions. You shut down, pull back, walk out. You don't feel like a leader, much less a hero. Sometimes a victim convinces himself that he's a martyr. After all, doesn't the Bible say a man must die to himself? Therefore, his resignation to accept his lot in life, his submission to his wife's demands and control, can make him feel a little holy and righteous. In reality, he's just found an excuse for doing nothing. I've met quite a few men like this who wear their victimhood like a medal. Sometimes a man who feels trapped really does have a wife with a mental disorder, such as borderline personality disorder or narcissistic personality disorder. Some of these men stay because they don't want to desert their children. Others stay because of their commitment to their wedding vows. Okay, let's talk about option 2, being the villain. Anger is actually a natural response to victimization. However, what you do with your anger actually makes all the difference in the quality of your relationships. If you're playing the villain role, your primary way of coping with the challenges of life and love is to attack and criticize your wife for anything and everything. Your goal is to make her feel small and powerless. You also effectively avoid addressing your own faults. If you're a man with a conscience, however, you might feel ashamed of your anger, and a lot of guys fall into this category. If you turn your anger against yourself for getting yourself into an untenable situation, you're also powerless to change anything. She's bad, but so are you, and you might as well be trying to drive your car in neutral. You're not going to go anywhere. If you only knew how to channel your anger, you could use that energy more effectively. I don't mean trying to point out her faults in a really nice voice. You could actually turn things around for your whole family. We'll get to those details too. For now, I just want you to recognize whether or not that's what you're doing. We've saved the best one for last. Option 3, becoming the hero. You don't have to have it all together. That's not what a story's about. Life is about transformation. It's about becoming all God created you to be. It's about taking dominion over your assigned space on this globe. You must be open to learning. You're going to make mistakes, but you will not be defeated. A hero knows the dragon he's fighting. Hint, it's not your wife. And he learns how to put out the dragon's fire, where to find healing when he's wounded, and how to regroup and face the challenge again and again until he's victorious. That is your destiny. No man does it alone. You won't magically know what to do. You need a teacher, a guide who has the information, the savoir-faire for the task at hand. There's no shame in learning, only in refusing to step into the challenge. Don't give up. I'm here to help.